This is probably going to be my last video on Dxo Photolab 8 versus Topaz Photo AI 3. My last couple of videos, especially one of the video actually became very controversial because a lot of critic was like, I'm comparing literally one with another as if they are same. Actually, I was not comparing them as the same software because they are both different. Anyone with in good health and proper comprehension of English language or whatever language the software comes out, and if you are been using softwares regularly, any of those, you know that the Topaz Photolab Photo AI and the Dxo Photolab, they are not same at all. They have their weakness, they have their strength. The similarity between them, though, is that they both share one a thing in common, which is the noise reduction. Not essentially the sharpening AI or sharpening, because the Topaz use AI-based sharpening, where the Dxo they have their own lens module that actually fix the imperfection of the lens. That's what I was trying to say. My point is, when I make these kind of videos, especially those two, obviously I'm going to compare like in a global point of view, but you and me both know that anyone claiming something that is not true, you can catch it. So if you look at my previous videos, you'll obviously, I actually said that they're not the same software, but they do have one thing in common. They are known to be some of the top level noise reduction software in the market available today. So in that essence, I'm going to do one last video on comparing both side by side in terms of the noise reduction. Bear in mind, not as a proper photo editing software, because they're not the same. We can do some of them things in one with another. They can overlap some options, but I'm going to compare what they're both equally known for, which is the noise reduction. Again, not the sharpening, because they both don't share the same kind of sharpening method. In fact, they don't share the same way of the noise reduction, but however, they're both known for some of the top in the class. So enough with that. Let's get into the test. And my dear Dxo user and my Topaz users, it's no point to hate people or using bad languages. If you don't like it, you can just move on. Nobody's you don't have any contract with me to stay in this place. You can just move on, really. Thousands of other videos available in the market, in YouTube. Honestly, what's the point of wasting time here and commenting? You don't like it, you can get out. Now, I'm going for the D prime, obviously, without a doubt. Nothing else. Let's see if there is anything else on in this case. Probably, should I do distortion correction? I don't know. Probably I would. Why not? It's there. And that's about it. I'm not going to do any kind of noise reduction, sharpening, lens softness. Let's see. In the noise reduction here, I do have some minor dibbler. I'll probably make it to 0, completely 0. Remove larger grain? Probably yes. I'll keep it as it is. And I'm going to export this one first at Topaz 100% into the desktop. Let's go for it. So I'm using the default. I'm not doing any nitpicking or anything. Idea is to see the result on the spot, and then we can the base noise reduction of each software. So once we are done with that, I'm closing it. Now I'm going to do exactly the same with this particular software as well. And I didn't even tell you what the software is. It's software. The image is ISO 25600 of Olympus EM1 Mark V, EM5 Mark 1, I'm sorry. And, you know, with the ETTR, meaning that even though it's a noisy image, I still made sure that the noise, the exposure is as it should be. Not too underexposed, not too overexposed. So reference HDD, I'm going to go for the standard output and desktop as well. Export. Now, shouldn't take too long, obviously. You can count on it, and while you are at it, I would invite you to go down in the description below and, you know, select the link in order to try it out for yourself. It helps me and it helps everyone. When I say everyone, meaning that, you know, you probably can try it out for yourself and then, you know, share your opinion with the rest of the photography community. Probably you might find that whatever I said, they are wrong, not right. Surprisingly, this one to export is taking quite a long time, which is very strange because usually my noise reduction are not that long. Is that? Oh, there you go, it's done. Probably because I'm using a screen recorder at the same time. Right, time for the test. Desktop, high ISO. So that's from the Dxo. And Topaz, Dxo, Topaz. Straight away, I'm going for the default, the mistakes. For instance, you see in the shadow corner, that's from the Topaz. And then let's see if I can see right there. They're both different. This looks more grainy, where the Topaz version looks a little bit the texture looks a bit muddy. Globally, they both look just fine to me. They both look nice, neat, and clean. However, how about we compare side by side to critique one another? I'm going to do my own critique, but I really invite you to see carefully because I'm going to move on slowly and then judge it for yourself. Start from the text. So they're both reasonable size. Topaz is 9 megabyte, about 9 megabyte. Dxo is about 13 megabyte or 13 and a half. So Topaz looks less grainy, however, it looks a little bit muddy. Again, you can all modify it as you change. This is just a base noise reduction. Let's take a look at the shadow area. And right there in the corner, you know, you can recover shadow in the Dxo as well, so it's no worries about that. Color looks different slightly. Topaz has a little bit of green yellowish tint, where the Dxo has a little bit of reddish or pinkish tint. In terms of the texture, or in the well-focused area, let's say the book. Hard to tell. I like both. They both look different. Dxo probably looks more grainy, and again, you can just play with the luminance slider easily, no problem. There is something other department I want to take a look, which is very complicated. For example, this type of book, which is text mixed with the image, they both look pretty decent in my eyes. I keep repeating, I did not use any kind of sharpening here. None of the images are use any kind of automated sharpening that comes with the software. So whatever you're seeing here, that's a well-exposed image. Only noise reduction are done. That's about it. So therefore, I would say they both look pretty decent, considering that no sharpening used at all. They're both neat, they're more clean. In my opinion, biased opinion, the Dxo looks more natural in my eyes. I don't know why, hard to tell, but I just feel like it looks more natural. And Topaz looks too perfect. And the shadow area of the Topaz has this kind of muddy look. Can be removed in further slide manipulation. That's what I was trying to say. So let me know what is your opinion in the comment section below, and my opinion that they both look very good. They both look very, very extra decent, considering that this is the noisiest image that is available here. I would like to show you the non-noise reduction version. Check this one out. This is the noisy version of this image. It's horrible, it's horrendous. And considering what came out from both software, even Topaz as well, that is just magnificent. Only thing I can suggest to you, no matter what software you're using, make sure that your image is already well exposed. Look at my histogram, it's pushed to the right, so therefore no, I didn't have to manipulate my exposure slider to recover shadow, whatever, or recover some exposure, and that helped a lot for both software in my opinion. So try that. Take care of yourself. Happy photography. More love, less hate. And if you are stressed or angry, I'm sending you a lot of hug. Take care of yourself, and bye bye.